everyone, welcome to Otaku Saga. I'm Rizzo.
I'm Zero.
And I'm DK. In this episode of Anime Reaction, we watched episode 7 of Madoka Magica.
If you want to check out our reaction to the 7th episode of Madoka Magica, hit that link in the description below.
And be sure to give us feedback in the comment section, because we love hearing from you.
And as always, if you like what you see, subscribe to Otaku Saga. Don't forget to like and share our videos.
And
thanks for watching.
Please support the official release. We now return you to your regularly scheduled idiots.
Ding!
So, episode 7, and Madoka's still not a magical girl.
Give it time. Give it time.
I don't want to give it time. Why now?
So,
It's in the title. For it.
I feel as though the series is really starting to come into its own here. Honestly, the first 5 episodes, I could even say the first 5.5 episodes, were really kind of boring to me. But it really didn't hold my interest that much.
But
I feel with the end of episode 6 and then episode 7, it's really starting to become interesting.
Yeah, like I said,
And it doesn't necessarily have to do with the dialogue, like you're saying, because I like a lot of dialogue-heavy series. But I don't know, it just wasn't holding my interest that much.
There's just a weird sort of pacing to it in the beginning. You know, it's not...
It's certainly not your standard magical girl series, that's for damn sure.
Right.
In fact, I mean, aside from that, from magical girls being the subject matter here, it's like the antithesis of that genre.
Yeah, and that's what it's really supposed to be.
Yeah.
But so in this episode, we kind of get that whole the crisis where Sayaka realizes that she's not human anymore. Her soul no longer resides in her body.
And thus, now she feels absolutely horrible for wanting to go out with the guy she saved. Because he'd be kissing a zombie.
The Avenged Sevenfold
zombie.
The Avenged Sevenfold song, Little Piece of Heaven. Yeah, exactly that.
No. Shut up.
Eat it, eat it, eat it.
Oddly enough, the scene with Kyoko and the flashback with Kyoko.
Oh.
When you look at the art style that's music video is, and then you go back and watch this.
Oh.
They really look very similar.
Yeah. But yeah, so we get the sort of the crisis that Sayaka's going through.
Yeah.
Obviously, I think she's probably going to end up making the wrong choice and just letting her friend go for that dude.
And then she's going to feel even worse.
And then she's going to feel even worse.
No, I mean, what really kind of got me with Sayaka's deal, well, when she said that she was imagining, what if I just let Hitomi die?
Yeah.
That's what really hit me in the gut. Like that simulated Spirit Strike from Cube.
Yeah.
That was just gut-wrenching.
But,
it's... So, I kind of want to talk...
Excuse me.
I kind of want to talk a little bit more about this. The whole conversation between Sayaka and her friend about going out with the guy friend, right?
Mm-hmm.
We've had similar conversations.
Well, a lot of groups of friends do, eventually.
Eventually. It happens. Yeah. We end up falling for the same person. Cool.
Yeah.
Me and you've been on both sides of that situation.
Yeah.
That whole scenario just seemed so odd to me.
How they did it here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it seemed a bit too curt, I think.
Maybe
a little terse for talk between friends. Between longtime friends, also. Because this little trio has been together for a while.
Yeah, the one thing I would have to say is that Sayaka really shouldn't beat around the bush here, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Like she should have just, came out and said the way that she felt.
Yeah.
Because ultimately, and I know from experience, if you don't do that, you're just gonna end up feeling bad. Like
Sure.
you're just gonna end up hurting yourself.
Yeah, but I think also though her identity crisis again came into play.
Yeah,
so
it's
she was
kind of
hesitant to give an answer.
yeah, it's kind of that it seems to be happening at all the wrong moments.
Right?
Because if it was before she had this little identity crisis, then I think that she would have handled it differently. And if it waited until probably a couple episodes from now when she's more or less over it, then she probably could handle it differently then too.
Well, she could have handled it differently, but I think it still would have been horrible. So say,
It's never a good feeling, but
well, I've imagined the scale of that awful feeling is bigger in Sayaka's case, given her circumstances and how she sees herself now. Because I mean, say she actually came out with it and then confessed, and actually started going out with the guy. Then she has the revelation. Oh my goodness! He's kissing his
yeah,
own.
that would have been bad too.
That'd be worse because then she'd have to deal with him. And then afterwards, I mean, say, times passed, she got over it. Her former crush dating her friend now. Then just like a big old bunch of regret, I think would have come. It would have been horrible either way. So really, for a tragic scene, really well thought out there.
Yeah,
But-
like I said though, I think that if it would happen a little bit later, then after she got over it, then it would have been handled a little differently.
True.
Because again, she really just should not basically she should just state her feelings outright instead of pussyfooting around with it.
Yeah.
Another big thing in this episode was we got to see Kyoko's backstory.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Which, who said it? Who said it at the beginning of the episode about the Kyoko's wish? Who said it?
I think I did.
Nail on the head.
Yeah. Basically, she made a wish that would help out her father and by extension the rest of her family.
And it just.
And then, it backfired because her father found out that the people weren't coming to his church because of him. They were coming because of magic. Well, technically they were coming because of him, but he probably didn't understand that.
I wonder how he found out.
Yeah, that's a good question too. But because of that, he ended up turning to drinking and then killing himself and the rest of their family
Via arson.
Damn. Self-immolation.
Yikes! That is definitely not the way to go.
Leaving
But-
only Kyoko.
Yeah, that really explains Kyoko's attitude about everything, and also why, like all the other girls in the series, they're actually going to school. I think they're all middle schoolers,
Yeah.
but Kyoko doesn't, or at least it doesn't seem that way. Because every time we've seen her, it's just her hanging out at different places.
Pretty much.
It seems like she uses her magic a lot.
Yeah, to help herself.
A lot.
Truth be told, though, a lot of people would use their
Maybe.
magic just like that.
If it were me,
Well, maybe.
I probably would, but I never really understood all these moral dilemma things. Morals? What are those?
I'd be more strategic with mine.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I wouldn't use it willy-nilly, but I would be
Yeah.
using it for a lot of things.
Play around, experiment,
Particularly so that I didn't have to work.
right? Or you use it to work, whatever.
And then work more efficiently or whatever.
Yeah.
Get a better job.
Get that
earn
grip.
more money.
I'm sorry, I had to try to end this on a lighter note.
Well, it's not quite over yet.
Yep.
No.
Because at the end of the episode, Sayaka decides to go face a witch and then promptly goes batshit insane.
There was that.
Awesome
that was
animation, by the way.
That smile-
Was a scene.
Yeah, but that smile's gonna haunt my dreams for a while.
Right? Whew!
Yeah, she went off the deep end.
So, So for the last episode, we actually had a comment on it,
Oh,
and I kind of wanted to end off on a little bit of a better note.
okay.
So Fat Hackman commented on episode 6.
PHAT.
Yeah, PHAT, fat. Like,
Yeah.
can you tell me which is your favorite girl of the series? I assume is what he's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Two things. And I'm not sure we found out all the girls yet.
But the series so far.
So far.
Yeah. And so far,
An interesting choice.
just because I like her, I like the way she does things. Not necessarily her attitude or anything like that.
That's to say, yeah. I mean, like attitude-wise, demeanor-wise, it's kind of hard to like. Most of the
Attitude-wise, I
girls.
don't like any of them.
Yeah.
Like, even Madoka, I don't like her that much.
But if we had to choose, I'd actually have to go with Kyoko. Kind of more, wild, like fun lover. Pick your poison, I guess.
I don't think anybody's going to escape traumatization in this series. Probably. It's really hard to say after this episode, but I'd probably have to go with Sayaka. I really like her character design.
A very reasonable choice.
Yeah, and
There's a reason she sucked up beyond repair. So, yeah.